Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Animalkind came out for our Peter's 40th anniversary, and I thought it was time to have a new big book that explained some of the things we've learned about animals in recent years.
Animalkind, Remarkable Discoveries with Ingrid Newkirk began part 1 of 3. Continue watching to find out more. If you have the pleasure of visiting Easter Island, you would be greeted with Yorana, that's hello, in Rapa Nui. Merciful viewers, I am Jose. The people of Easter Island wish you harmony, happiness, and excellent health. We are delighted to have you join us for part 1 of the 3-part series entitled Animalkind, Remarkable Discoveries with Ingrid Newkirk began. A well-known organization which promotes veganism and the banishment of fur is the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA. Founded in 1980, PETA is dedicated to defending all animals. The president and co-founder Ingrid Newkirk is a Shining World Compassion Award recipient. PETA has adhered to a simple principle since its inception. Animals are not ours to experiment on, eat, wear, use for entertainment, or abuse in any other way. The good people of PETA believe that animals have important rights and deserve to be respected, as well as have their best interests taken into consideration. Just like humans, animals do feel pain, fear, frustration, loneliness, and crave for motherly love. PETA says there shouldn't be any prejudice against animals, as it is morally unacceptable. This amazing organization inspires millions of people across the world. In January 2020, Ingrid Newkirk and best-selling author Jean Stone co-authored the book Animalkind, Remarkable Discoveries about Animals and Revolutionary New Ways to Show Them Compassion. This inspirational book explores the wonders of animal life and presents a wealth of new information, finding animals to be intelligent, aware, sensitive, and empathetic beings. Today we are especially honored to have Ingrid Newkirk take time out of her incredibly busy schedule to speak with us about this book.
It's my pleasure because, of course, I've long followed Supreme Master, and I think her videos and her books are the greatest educational tools.
The first thing we asked was how Ingrid came to be an animal activist and what has pushed her to open up new frontiers.
Well, I grew up like many children, loving animals, but my parents didn't connect the dots. So I ate animals, I wore leather shoes, I had a fur coat, I went fishing, I did all sorts of things. I even went to the circus. And I didn't think of what animals were being put through for those things. And it was only later, a series of experiences when I was a law enforcement officer, and I saw inside some of the places behind the scenes, the elephants chained up, the traps used to catch foxes and squirrels to make into coats. I went into slaughterhouses in various places around the world, and what I saw broke my heart into so many pieces. And I thought, I'm actually lucky that I've been able to see this, or I would have been oblivious, as most people who think they love animals or care about animals, or who would never be cruel, are carrying on being. And so I thought eventually I'll start a little group, which grew and grew and grew, so that I can show other people what I've seen and not make them depressed and angry, but allow them to see what they could do that would stop them from contributing to the suffering of animals and bring joy into their hearts, their minds, their lives.
PETA has continued doing great work for these past 4 decades and counting. What are some of the challenges that Ingrid Newkirk foresees going forward?
What keeps me going is seeing all the different people whose eyes are being opened and who are starting to become activists themselves, who are changing their diet away from eating animals, who are rejecting dairy products, who are rejecting alpaca and cashmere and wool and anything that's stolen from an animal's back, their own skin. All the people who are turning away from animal experimentation and going into the sciences like organs on a chip and whole human DNA and so on. And I love the fact that entrepreneurs are coming out with these fabulous things like a virtual dolphin that can swim in the pool with you instead of taking a lovely dolphin from the ocean, from their pod, and sticking them in a cement cell. That's what keeps me going, is that things are changing because we tell people the facts and we give people the alternatives.
Ingrid Newkirk shared with us some of her motivations and objectives with the book Animalkind.
Well, Animalkind came out for our Peter's 40th anniversary. And I thought it was time to have a new big book that explained some of the things we've learned about animals in recent years. And we have every day almost. You pick up the paper or you look on the internet and you find a new fact or facts about animals. Animals are jaw-droppingly clever. They have amazing abilities. They can run rings around us with their talents. And like us, of course, they're excellent parents who love their children. They fall in love. They do all the things that humans do, and sometimes they do them better than humans do. We're always looking to occupy spaces they have. We didn't know about low frequency radio waves, for example, for years and years, millennia. And yet birds can detect low frequency radio waves and navigate by them. So we're always looking to learn from animals how to make silk that's like a spider silk, like Kevlar. We look to animals to see how we can make things harder or faster. We pervert what animals do, but really we need to be in awe of them. So I wanted to write something that said, here they are, these amazing abilities, and then here's what you can do to make sure that they don't suffer needlessly.
We will pause now for a constructive message and be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animalkind, Remarkable Discoveries with Ingrid Newkirk, Vegan, Part 1 of 3. Animals are fabulously intelligent beings, and we have so much that we can learn from them. Ingrid tells us the core themes of the book and the reason it is a must-read.
You have to remember, of course, that animals are so special. They don't despoil the environment the way we do. They don't pollute rivers and streams. They don't build nuclear weapons. They don't declare war on other countries. Those things alone should make us think twice about what we do to them. Someone was saying the other day how incredible the life of an octopus is, and that this octopus is such an extraordinary mother, and she's so clever, and she can learn things just by observation. And what do? We fry her. We take her legs off and fry them. And you can look at all the other animals, the cow with her subtle facial expression, the adoration she has for her calf. And what do? We take the calf away. We end up using her for meat and for hide. So these are the things I think we have to remember when we're thinking about our place on Earth our place in the grand scheme of things, our interrelationships with others, and what is required of us to be better, not even stewards, but better fellow citizens.
In connecting the dots between the Australian bushfires, the coronavirus pandemic, and this idea that we are all one, how should society view these collective disasters that are happening around the world, and how should we respond going forward? Ingrid Newkirk shares her opinion.
You are seeing more editorials being written now that are saying what we've been saying for 40 years. Which is we're all part of the great orchestra of life. We all may play a different instrument, but we're in this together. And the root cause of all our problems is greed and prejudice. If we are disrespectful of our own body, we're disrespectful of the animals, we're disrespectful of other nations and their resources, we're disrespectful of the rainforest and all who live in there. The disrespect comes home when you look at the live market. So we have to put aside, discipline ourselves somewhat to be the kinds of people that we would tell our children we are, which is gentle and loving, respectful, and unencumbered by bias. That we're all in this together. I am you, only different, but not different in any important way.
Our deep gratitude to Ingrid Newkirk, who so simply and eloquently puts forward undisputable facts that make the answers so clear. Be vegan and live a loving, caring life that can only bring joy and fulfillment. For more information on Animalkind, please visit p1o3.org. To our graceful viewers, thank you for your company on today's program. Join us again on Sunday, April 25th for part 2 of Animalkind, Remarkable Discoveries with Ingrid Newkirk, Vegan. Coming up next is A Gift of Love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Shanghai, Vegan. Deep-fried vegan rice paper wrap with mushroom filling and vegan squash and coconut soup, part 1 of 2, right after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. May we always show compassion and love towards both humans and animals.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.